I'm with Stephen Lane of Prop Store, and we're at Comic-Con 2010, and he's going to tell us a little bit of his thoughts about his third year at Comic-Con. It seems like it was just yesterday that we were here last year.
Yeah, you know, it's weird. When we first got here, we were just commenting, like it felt like we've never actually left the hall. And so, sort of some sort of time warp or something. It's just been crazy. It's great to be back though. We're very excited to be here again. This year we've rolled out the rebrand of the company. So rather than the Prop Store of London, we're now just called the Prop Store. We're having a lot of confusion with people who are buying on our website because we're obviously listing a lot more products out of the LA office now.
Right.
So we had to drop the of London and just become propstore.com. And it's worked well. I mean, we're very, very happy with the refresh on the site. It's taken a lot of work, about 12 to 18 months to actually completely recode, rebrand and work everything into place. But I think overall it's worked out very well and we're really, really happy with it.
Yeah. This year you brought, you've kind of really gone all out with your display. You've got the video screen behind you again, but you've got a lot of great videos. Your site looks fantastic, or your display area looks fantastic. And I know we're going to take a look a little bit later at the iPad you're using to sort of showcase the Indiana Jones Grail.
Yeah, absolutely. We were really trying to think about a way that we could bring collectors and fans a little bit closer to some of the material that we just can't have everybody handling. And we thought with the iPad being launched so recently, with this great technology that allows you to sweep through photos very easily, it would be a great way to basically catalogue it, a percentage of the Grail diary, and then just leave it for fans to browse through without touching the diary itself, have the diary on display here at the same time, and just really get right in up close to the detail. And it's worked really, really well. We've had a great response from that. And we're going to be thinking about that a little bit more, because I think for an event like this, it's very easy for us just to look like a museum exhibit, perhaps. You know,
right.
It's a lot of people don't understand that. First of all, we do retain and archive this material, but we're also offering it for sale, and that's a mixed message to try and get across to the general public. And so interactivity is key, really, and we really want to think about that a little bit more for next year and about how we can develop that and bring fans a little bit closer again to the actual material.
Yeah, and then comparing this year to 2008, 2009, are people kind of remembering you from previous years? Are they sort of getting it more in terms of what you do and your business?
Yeah, there's definitely a little bit more recognition. We've definitely got repeat visitors coming back who have seen us previous years. The biggest stumbling block for us, as it was, has been for the last 2 years, is, as I say, people really understanding exactly what it is we're doing and what we're here for. Everybody is so used to seeing the great stands that Sideshow put on, that Weta put on, that Gentle Giant put on, and time after time people are saying, oh, are these the prototypes for the replicas you're going to be producing? Are these the masters? Or how many of these are you going to be selling? You know, and it's just like, no, that's not what we do.
Yeah.
And so it's tough. You know, we're a very small fish in a very, very big pond here, and it's a complicated message. And again, we're going to be really thinking about how we try and stamp that onto our stand for next year to make it clearer for people as they're walking on. You know, there's so much to see and do here that people are on and off very, very quickly, you know, and so they want to get onto the next stand, find the next freebie bag or whatever it might be. And so it's just an organic development as we learn and understand what people want and what they need. You know, we're going to try and be proactive in helping them, you know, get that really from us.
And have you found media from more mainstream outlets coming and showing interest? I know when I was here yesterday, Talk of the Show was here filming some stuff, so do they seem to be pretty interested in what you're doing?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, again, if they get the message while they're just wandering around looking for things to film and realise and appreciate that it really is the real stuff, then definitely. You know, we've had 2 or 3 film crews in, a couple of film crews from Japan yesterday, the G4 crew. We've got other guys lined up for later on over the show, and so, you know, it's just a question of them understanding as they walk by and like, oh, we should film that stuff because it's the real deal, you know. And again, we're such a small booth, you know, it's very, very difficult to shout that out, and we're working on it.
So, one cool thing that you guys brought with you this year is you've made this great, I don't know if you want to call it a brochure or a catalog, but it's just this really high quality, really impressive book, and I thought people would be interested to see, you know, take a closer look at it here.
Well, first of all, thanks for your compliments on it, Jason. It's taken us a long time to piece this together. We actually did one short run of this a few months before we rebranded, and we just did a very limited number, just about 20, 30 of them, just to get a feel for what we were trying to do. And this is again a tool that we've brought down here to help people get a better understanding of what it is that we are, who we are, where we've come from, where we want to be going to, some of the projects that we've been working on over the years. And even though we've only printed a limited number of these, very shortly we're going to make this available as a PDF download on our website, through our website. So guys should keep an eye out for that. And it's, as I say, just a really in-depth write-up about what we've been up to, you know, since we started the company over 10 years ago now, 12 years ago now. And just some of the exciting material that we've handled over the years. And yeah, it's been fun to produce it. It's been tough work, but it's been really well received by people who've seen it here.
Yeah, I mean the layout is really impressive. I like the style of it. It's really consistent with sort of your new look, your new logo, the new website. Did you find it was challenging to fit in everything you wanted to show, and was it hard to kind of pick which pieces to really showcase?
Yeah, absolutely. We took our time on it and really sort of just tried to pull it together piece by piece. It was important to try and demonstrate and exhibit aspects of both of the galleries that we have, both in London and Los Angeles. And it was just over a period of time just really putting it together. We had a professional copywriter come in and write the copy for us. He did an amazing job with our input as well. But yeah, it's really just showcasing, as I say, some of the work that we've been involved with, and the other side, the non-sort of retail aspect to all the work that we get involved with, that perhaps not so many people are familiar with what we're doing, really.
Yeah. And the people you've given this out to at the show this week, do you think it really helps kind of give some context budgeting? Because I know it talks about restoration, it talks about the 2 locations, you know, like you said, it talks about selling, but also kind of the preservation work that you do as well. So
yeah, I think it's been a great asset, and I think, as I say, we're probably not going to hand out a great deal of these, but the people who are receiving them from us really getting into it, and that's exciting for us, because it's telling a story and passing on a message that it's just so hard for us to convey in a few minutes during a conversation, really.
Right.